Proper Context Media, we back. My name is Musa, here with my boy.
You already know, Sincere, man.
Can't get to the root, there's no need to cater to the branches. So let me
Shit.
just jump right into it. So, of course, everybody knows that I had the interview with MBS Keo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a
Great
lot
interview,
of.
by the way. Great interview, my brother, by the way. Great
I
interview.
appreciate it. I appreciate
Most
it.
most disagree about your style of interviewing, but I appreciate it. You feel me? You get to the root of what needs to be answered.
Yeah, that's cool. But and there was a whole bunch of people saying a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, Candy, you want to come back?
Oh,
You want to come back?
yeah.
Yeah. So look, it's a whole bunch of people saying a whole bunch of stuff. So let me address some stuff. Let me say this first, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't even want the interview.
Mm-hmm.
When
Right.
the interview came about, like when everything happened, like I told y'all, I called Keo, I asked him what the hell going on.
Mm-hmm.
He talking to me about it, whatever, whatever. And he feels like all of y'all who thought that he was gonna get y'all the interview, he really wasn't. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. He wasn't gonna give y'all no interview. Honestly, because he told me if I ain't doing it on your channel, then I'm just gonna go on mine and just drop a statement. For real, for real. So y'all wouldn't have got no answers. So I said, all right, well, I do it. You come up here. You remember, Sen? I didn't even want
Yep.
to. I
Yep.
didn't
You
want to.
called me.
And then I checked
Called me.
with y'all and see if I should do it. Remember, Candy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Check with multiple people, Joey, Bumpy. Check with a bunch of people who said, should I even do it? Because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want the negativity on my channel. I knew people would say I was clout chasing. So I do the interview. Now the whole thing about it is that he was gonna go on his channel and do it. My thing is, y'all mad talking about I was interrogating him. Like, what was I supposed to do? Let him come up here and just give statements?
Right.
Was supposed to just let him give statements
And pussy for the
and
right.
not answer and not make him answer any questions or not ask? He could have did that on his own channel, which he was going to do. If any interview was taken for the culture with this one, because I didn't want to do it, me and Bumpy was gonna go. Me and Bumpy was gonna do a video on the redemption predictions that night, and I had to text him and tell him, nah, I got to do an interview with Keo because he
Mm-hmm.
wanted neutral ground. It ain't my fault that he didn't give y'all the interview. Maybe y'all, because of y'all accusatory tones and things of that nature, he didn't feel comfortable. He came up on the platform that he felt comfortable with. Now, my thing is that I don't need clout. I just told y'all, Cole is my friend, and y'all don't know who I know for real behind the scenes. I don't need no clout. My channel is not monetized. This is a hobby for real.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to know, I don't want to be under the URL umbrella. Y'all don't know how I feel about the situation. I didn't say if I believe Keo or not. What I will tell y'all is that I made him drop some receipts before I did the interview to make sure everything was intact. So y'all don't know how I feel about it. I'm talking about URL umbrella. And on top of that, I feel the type of way about the URL, always lining up and partnering with KOTD to do events when they was accusing them of the same thing that they're accusing RBE of, and they're holding RBE, who's a black man, feet to the firewall for giving them and doing events with them. You got them all in court and everything, holding their feet to the firewall for giving them. I don't want to be under the umbrella of that. And on top of
Mm-hmm.
that, I just seen them ask people to compromise their principles for the sake of the brand, and I would never. And on top of that, what the fuck is URL gonna do for me? Y'all don't even know what I do or who I am in real life. What them URL gonna do for me? What can Smack do for me? Honestly, in real life, I got multiple homes in multiple states. I manage over 30 real estate properties.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, I've got my own business, my own maintenance contract, and I'm a manager for outsourcing contracting and acquisition inspectors for a whole nother company that pays me a salary for only scheduling their inspection. You don't know what I do. Like honestly, working for URL would be a back step for me. Because I couldn't be sitting in Chicago and say it's snowing. Hey babe, let's go to our house in Florida. Or we bored this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got nothing going on. Let me see. Let me call one of these people got a maintenance contract with and schedule a suite in Vegas for free. Like I can't do that with your. Why would I want to be? Honestly, and on top of that, I'm governmentally certified and university certified in the field that I'm in, and I got a degree in another field. URL wouldn't even cover my salary. Like, don't be pushing your miseries and your life aspirations of. Don't be pushing y'all upon me because y'all want to work for URL or y'all hate URL because y'all can't work for them. Like, I don't need Smack. Smack couldn't do nothing for me in real life.
or RBE, whatever.
I got
side.
hundreds of employees and hundreds of families that believe in me. I mean, that depend on me every single day. Decisions that I make every day will affect hundreds of lives in real life. I rub shoulders with people every single day and go to board meetings with people that smacking them couldn't even get in the room with. I ain't on here trying to get no money or nothing. My channel ain't monetized. This is a hobby. My dichotomy is not URL and RBE. No, my dichotomy is battle rap in real life. I'm trying to make time for battle rap in my real life. I got a wife. I got a child. I ain't on here. I don't need nothing from nobody. Sin, how many times you done called me? I've been here in one state. The next day you done called me. I've been in another. Candy, when you went to Florida, you went to that hotel? You didn't have to pay for no room or nothing. They rolled the red carpet out. You were when we walked through that property, it seemed like I owned it, right?
That's true.
Come on, man. Like, I don't gotta do some of the places that smacking them, some of the hotels smacking them probably stayed at. I might have owned. But I done had the people who did some of the biggest real estate people in the world at a caffeine event in California when Chess Battle Kid Chaos, and all the white man wanted to do was take a picture with Kid Chaos because he said he was the greatest lyricist he's ever heard. Said he was up there like he was reciting poetry. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. Facts. Just flew me out to Miami to have a board meeting on a yacht, which turned out to be a drinking party for one of the NFL players for the Jacksonville Jaguars who wanted to make an acquisition, acquire one of our properties. What are y'all I don't need this. What is Smack gonna do for me? What is working for the URL? Does knowing Smack gonna help me when I'm walking through the streets of Chicago? No, bro, Smack, no, that be y'all. I don't be, listen. Now, let me talk about the interview because y'all got me sidetracked. Let me speak about the interview because, listen, I didn't even want to take it. So when he comes on the interview and all of that, he was reluctant to answer some questions. He was apprehensive and do the whole process. So I'm asking him questions he don't want to answer. He's dancing around. When the beginning of the interview, I say, yo, who from the URL called you? I don't want to say. Now, I got to spin through all of these loops just to get the information. If you watch the whole interview, then I gotta, okay, so Beasley called you and what'd he say? Then, you know what I mean? It was one of them moments where you bought the bottle of beer, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the information. And eventually I got tired. So eventually I don't want to be doing all, so let me just give you some life advice. And why the hell am I up there interrogating him about something that I ain't really care about in the first place? Because I don't even want to do the interview. I don't care about what's going on with them bickering back and forth and him getting in the middle, because for that's his business and he got to answer for that because that's his reputation line, not mine. So let me say interview anyway to give him a place, to give him something, to give him to tell his side of the story. And then I left him with some life advice. Hold on, Sin. I left him with some life advice to say, hey, sometimes you got to mind your business. If y'all feel like I was wrong, we got people in the comments talking about, is this a life lesson or you gonna ask him how much Beasley paid? Like, damn, battle rap so negative. Like, damn, we don't care if he jumped off the bridge. How much was the cash out? Like, y'all niggas is crazy. You got to come out interrogated. How interrogated? It's clear you never been into it. Let me get into it. Questions from my wife coming in late at night, then I didn't ask him. I didn't have faced harsher line of questioning from my woman coming home late. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, at the end of the day, y'all don't be pushing y'all miseries and life aspirations upon me. I live a different life.
So to choose the word investigate and interrogation, that's a strong word. You feel me? To choose the word investigation, interrogation.
I can't hear you. You low. You
hear me? Hello. You hear me? Hello. Yo. I'm here.
I can hear you.
That's what I'm saying. Choosing the word investigation and interrogation, that's a strong word. That shows me that that's a man that's never been in that kind of room or even faced what that truly means. Those are strong words, strong accusations. I use the word more with journalism. You know, he was an interviewer up there and he had to ask the questions in order to get the answers. You feel me? The interviewer that interviewed an example, R. Kelly, she had to ask certain questions to get the man to answer certain things. Certain questions may be uncomfortable to ask, but you as a journalist, you have to ask these questions because the public wants to know. People want to know. And again, and where I'm saying we address Keo only specifically, and again, I commend my brother for being a journalist because he only addressed Keo because Keo's the only person there to answer for himself. You can't address what URL said or text or what they said or whomever reached out to him because that person's not there to defend themselves or speak upon any of those things. We only addressed Keo. We only spoke on what Keo said. was his point, was why he spoke, why he chose to speak. He had a decision. He didn't have to. When the man said he chose to lie, he told him to lie. No one told anybody to lie. The man had
Exactly.
a choice. The man had a valid choice to say, like you said, how do you feel comfortable to ask me about my relationship or conversation with another man? An example, I could pull up to the gentleman that said all these things and ask him, yo, how do you feel about your conversation you had with Murder Mook in the summer when you went to that event? That's his choice to indulge in that conversation with me. If he doesn't want to, he can say, yo, oh, that's a private conversation I had with Murder Mook. That's neither here nor there. You feel me? That man Keo had the same choice right then and there to say these things to ARP. He
And
chose to.
hold on, I ain't even asked you to lie. I just said you ain't had to say nothing. You could have told that man
Exactly.
why
That's
you
what
asking
Sin is
about.
saying.
So if I ask you right now how much money in your bank account, you gonna tell me ain't none of your business.
Business, exactly.
That's
It ain't
It's
none of
his
your
choice.
business. If he asks you something, you can say it ain't none of your business. What me and this man had a private conversation. Ain't nobody telling him a lie. But at some point in time, you got to know that you was gonna be in the middle of this, and now you coming up on my show and acting like you don't want to answer no questions and act like I ain't supposed to ask him. Well, you know
Exactly.
you was coming up here for an interview.
Hold on, Musa. So when the gentleman says that the narrative is being spun, that he's being gossipy, again, I put things in proper context because he said things weren't put in proper context. So I put things in proper context to understand. So I say, if he chose to indulge and have that conversation with ARP and reveal, yes, they did do that to me. What's the narrative there? What as a media platform are you doing as a journalist to put out there for the fans that's supposed to support battle rap? How is this supporting battle rap? How is this journalism? How is this media what you're doing right now? Because either way I look at it and I try to understand, there is no journalism there. You're just being gossipy. I don't see the point of you
And if it
revealing
wasn't for me, we wouldn't have got no
causing
answers because he was just
controversy.
gonna put out a statement. Like that's the thing. All y'all, then people mad that he think talking about, oh, he ducked me for interview. He wasn't giving y'all no interview. And then I wasn't even gonna put this shit out. Listen, I got a screenshot from Keo telling me to put it out. How did I set him up? I told him when you come up here, the tone is gonna be that I gotta ask you these questions, and I can't just go on the interview and act like I believe you because at that point, then I'm compromised with you.
Exactly.
But then now when I start asking questions, all of a sudden I'm compromised for URL. Who the hell is URL? In my real life.
And again, the gentleman said
everything to y'all because this is all y'all do. This is battle rap, is all y'all do. Everybody up here got a real life. Everybody up here working every single day.
The man said the gentleman is soft spoken.
That don't got shit to do with Musa.
That ain't got shit to do with Musa. That ain't got shit to do with us. All of us here do shows with Musa all the time. It's our job to make sure we speak up and get our voice out if we want to be heard. It's his
And at the end of the
job
day,
to do that. He gave them
sorry,
multiple opportunities to speak.
My fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Candy.
You sure, bro?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna piggyback off of your statements because that's what I wanted to talk about my own self. Like, first of all, shout out to him and your own perspective, your media blog, whatever the case. But at the end of the day, when you come in proper context, you need to actually have a solid argument. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though his standpoint was biased to RBE. You want to come at Musa and speak about him being towards URL and your perspective, but the way you were speaking in your blog, you sound very biased to RBE, which is why you felt like Musa was biased to URL. You understand what I'm saying? If you were from a neutral place, I don't feel as though the response would have been the same. Secondly, you cannot say, oh, he was interrogated and he wasn't given a chance to speak. He was interrupted. He was this and that. He actually, there's a space in the interview where Musa literally says, all right, you're about to wrap this up. And then he goes, wait, hold on. You said you wanted to clear some shit up. Go ahead. Say whatever it is that you wanted to say. So how is that not allowing somebody to get their shit off? How is that not allowing somebody to speak freely? How is that not allowing someone to get off any points or any information that needed to be heard? You understand what I'm saying?
About when I told him that Cola my friend.
That's why he started talking about other platforms.
My bad, Candy. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I think they was talking about when I said Cola my friend because I told they act like I was gonna stop it. My thing was this: is that when I tell you that Cola's my friend because you started talking about Cola, I said it. I'm gonna let you get your thing off because I didn't stop him. But my whole thing was, Cola was only talking about the issue he had with you.
in reference to
Don't be
culture.
going. I'm only telling you this so you don't go into what everybody else going to. Oh, this little ass nigga, he only 5. All of that don't got nothing to do with the issue because he didn't do none of that. So you got whatever you got to do with the issue in the title. Say what you got to say about that. And on top of that, yo, the interview was almost 2 hours long. I cut listen, it was only 42 minutes. I cut a lot because I didn't want to be messy, because I didn't want him to look some type of way. And I'm not no fucking breaking news show. I don't want no clout like this. I don't know breaking news because if I wanted clout, like, come on, man, that whole Johnny Gas situation that y'all just found out with him was stealing Rex bars last month. I knew that since October. I know him. I got homeboy. He texted me to do the interview in October. I declined and said I ain't breaking this news. Find somebody else. I ain't care about it that much. Same with this interview. And then on top of that, for the people who said I let him tap dance, how much am I supposed to get up there and talk to him about an issue that I don't care that much about? And I keep asking the questions apprehensive. So only thing y'all think I can't tell y'all if he's lying or not. So the only thing I can do is address and make him hold accountability or be accountable for what he's already done, which is carrying tales back and forth, being gossipy, being in the middle of stuff, addressing what everybody else is saying. They say you don't go to events. I only can hold you accountable for what's apparent. It look like you're being messy. I'm going, now I got to hold you accountable. Since you don't want to answer these questions, I'm a media platform. I'm going to hold you accountable. And then I got to give you some life advice because you're a young man who out here in media in the field where if you would have got on somebody else's platform, they would have ripped your whole career apart. Y'all better be glad I got the interview because if you went on Angry Fan or anybody else, they would have.
Musa, you actually did everybody a service because on the flip side, Keo is the type of person to pussyfoot around situations and kind of low key, in my opinion, throw stones and hide his hands. Just like on Twitter, it was like, oh, caffeine is over, basically, in so many words. Then within 10 minutes, he's like, oh, I was instructed to take down that tweet. Why? You didn't have to say that. You could have just deleted the shit. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you can't protect someone that does actually do messy shit sometimes, whether it's intentional or not. You can't teach somebody how to be a real nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And that's kind of, as a friend, somebody that you know, you was trying to tell him in between the conversation, like, yo, bro, you weren't supposed to move like that. Or why was you moving like that? What made you want to move that way? You understand what I'm saying? And so if people can't respect that and see that for what it is, and I don't understand, you just want it to be something else. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it real. I understand because, like, listen, like, my thing is, if you would have looked at my channel, you would have known that I'm not URL biased because I always said in many of my blogs that RB has shown me way more love than URL ever has. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's actually plausible that Keo is telling the truth. But on the flip side, two things to be true too. It's actually plausible that he could be lying. But at the end of the day, I didn't offer my opinion, and I'm not gonna offer my opinion because that's my boy. He got my opinion in private. What I did was asking the question that everybody wanted me to ask him. And when it didn't make, and I gave him pushback on his answer because if I would have just let him answer it, what am I supposed to do? What? Just go up there and just let him talk how he wanted to talk? He could have did his own. He could have been on his own show for that. Am I not supposed to give him pushback on some? Why he just up there letting him? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't. And on top of that, I didn't care about it enough. But y'all making it seem like a nigga really on URL side, and I don't give a damn about Smack or URL because they don't do nothing for me. And they couldn't do nothing for me in real life. I would have to take a pay cut to ever work for them. Hell, I look like. They got 3 kids and a wife out here. I look like looking up to Smack. And on top of that, these be y'all niggas role models. It be Smack and ARP. Y'all be worried about the URL and RB. They be y'all role models. Like, I don't got that luxury. I'm somebody's father. I'm already a role model. I go to work every single day to show my sons and my daughter what an example of a real man is. I stay away from this gossip, messy situation because I could have been. You look on my channel, you know I'm not trying to get clout. I could have been got clout. I know a lot of people behind the scene. I'm from the south side of Chicago, and I'm educated, and I'm not ashamed to say that I got a lot of my education in prison.
No matter, you got it.
Like, y'all looking up to people like, and then on top of that, there's certain things that I'm not gonna do because I got a father and I gotta protect his name, and he's somebody out there. And then y'all doing all of this talking about clout. Bro, you don't even know who I am in real life. Most of the properties y'all niggas probably go to, I probably own. I mean, I'm probably the people we own as a company. and I run. Like, and then who my father is in real life, like y'all don't even know. I don't need no clout or no money.
Musa, the man chose here. He chose this platform to speak. He didn't choose anybody's platform else. Anybody, he could have went to Angry Fan. He could have went anybody else to 15 Fame. He could have been anywhere, bro. He could have been a Black Compass. He chose Proper Context Media to speak on his story. And we're going to interrogate and not interrogate journalism and ask the proper questions that need to be asked. The questions that get to the root of the source. Let's go. Let's figure out and let's ask the figure outs. Because if we're here to talk, we're gonna be here to talk. We're not gonna, like I said, some people may feel like we let him tap dance. We ask the questions. We can't control how he chooses to answer. A man said, "I don't know for half the interview," until the questions were re-asked in different forms, and he finally spoke.
Exactly.
I mean, we did what we had to do. So journalism, man. There's no narrative being spun here. We gave him a chance to speak. He spoke on what he felt like he wanted to speak about. He puffed his chest out when he spoke about other platforms and how he felt about them, and he spoke about that. None of that was said when the gentleman spoke about it. He wants to spin a narrative and say things. Like I said, nobody here gives a fuck about being under anybody's umbrella. All we give a fuck about is our platform and making sure we're here to highlight battle rappers and the positivity in our shit. If you look through the channel, like I said, like my brother Musa said, and Candy referred, there is no gossip on this channel. We don't do that shit. It's literally the first time any one of us has gotten on here to speak about shit like this. This shit is nasty, bro. It's nasty word. This shit comes with a whole.
And I go to events. I'm not one of them bloggers who won't be outside. I go to events. I'm outside. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm a battle rap fan. I go to RB events. I go to URL events. I'll be at Bullpen events. Hell, when I be going with it, I fly out to other cities twice a month, all across the country. I have obligations. I gotta leave twice a month from my family and fly out for work. And guess what? Them little small battle rap leagues, I'll be there. What are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. Like, what you talking about? Nigga talking about URL umbrella. What umbrella? What can URL do for me in real life?
A rap, period. If you rap and you really can rap, we fuck with that. It don't matter.
That's it.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, listen, like, what y'all niggas is looking up to them for, I already am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a boss in real life. Like, it's not even a joke. It's people right now can vouch for me, and they ain't got them. They don't do it for them to lie. I'm a boss in real life. Candy, you witnessed it firsthand. Sin, you done seen me. I'm a boss in real, but not only that, Sin, you done seen me on my block in Chicago.
I ain't finna lie.
Situations that happen, we'd have been on the phone. I'm a real nigga for real too. Understand that too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we fuck with each other and have this platform together, or it was invited to be on this platform together, because we must have the same perspectives on shit. We not clout chasers. We don't suck dick. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's me. I'm a female. You feel me? I'm only doing that shit when my nigga pull his dick out.
My whole life without doing
this.
My whole life without doing that.
Yeah, facts.
I'm just saying. Nobody
my whole thing is this: is that I'm a grown man.
What are we gonna get out of it?
I'm a grown man. If you want to know my perspective on it, you could have asked me. Honestly, you would have DM'd me and asked me, yo, do you believe him? I would have told you. I just told you don't tell my family public. If you'd have known, if you wanted to know if I set him up, no, I didn't set him up. And how I'm gonna set somebody up who knows when he knows it's coming. I told him what we was gonna. The only thing that threw me off in the interview is when he said about the phone, the voice recording. Yeah, that threw me off. Because you got to understand that, yo, listen, I just did 7 years of prison on a nigga telling on me. He told on the shooting, and he got caught on the drug case. He told on me, he took a stand on me. Yeah, I feel some type of way about that. So after that, the tone of the interview did change. Now when he started to say something that I did have a little outburst like, hey, stop telling. You're doing too much. But on the flip side of that, he is doing too much. Why are you going around recording conversations? Because after you said that, in my head, I'm thinking, nigga, we didn't have plenty of conversations on the phone. Not that they any G14 classified or nothing, but I wouldn't want you recording my conversation, my private conversation at all.
How would that gentleman feel if he was recording their conversation?
I'm just saying, like, that's my thing. So yeah, I told him he don't need to be running around, dropping recording. He don't need to be going around carrying tails like he's supposed to. Like, what? You listen, anybody who's from a neighborhood would tell you, like, gossip will get you killed.
Okay.
Why you running around carrying tails?
Bro,
Like
voice
niggas don't
recording
do that. Like I
conversations
know a
is
lot of stuff.
strange.
Even when he asks me questions, I'ma tell you to go watch such and such. I'm not caring until ain't nobody attack Keo like he was wrong. I never said he was wrong. What I did is challenge and push back on some
pressed
issues
him
that I felt like he
about
didn't make
talking
sense.
too much. That's the difference. All you did was press him about exposing information that he didn't have to expose. He made a choice. If somebody
As a
asked
man,
him
you
to
just don't
go,
gotta say nothing.
so and so
about
said
stuff.
this, you said you ain't have to tell him. That's all you said. You didn't tell him to
Why
lie.
I said why you say yes.
Exactly, because you didn't have to confirm or deny.
You said no comment on Twitter, but you said yes to him. I'm asking you a question. Am I wrong? Am I implying that you're lying?
I'll be back.
I'm asking you why you made the decision that you chose to make, and then when it gets public, and I'm asking you publicly about the decision that you chose to make, then I'm wrong. You chose to make them.
He chose to make them, and he got to stand.
What Luck say? They say I was wrong for putting up the picture. He was wrong for taking it.
Exactly, but he got to be accountable for taking them photos. Then.
And that's the only thing is that I can only hold him accountable for the things that he did, because he wasn't like I couldn't get to the root of the whole unless I was going to make him pull the receipts out right there. I don't know if he was tap dancing too much.
You just walked him around the tree a couple times before he got to the root.
And then on top of that, I still use some behavioral science tactic that I didn't even want to get certain type of answers from him. He said, yo, who from the URL? I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing. So then I started to talk about something else. And then I hurry up and spin back before he could think about. So Beasley called you and said, not to blog on RBE. And what did you tell him? Well, I told him no. Boom. There's your answer. I had to talk about something else and spin back before he could realize and get a chance to answer. There's your answer. I didn't even want to do that because I told you that I'm cool with Keo. I didn't even want to do that, but I also understand that I'm a journalist, and if I'm going to take the interview, then I at least got to take it serious.
Exactly.
And on top of that, I cut out a lot of stuff because I'm cool with him. Because of the stuff that he was like, come on, man.
And
like,
you
y'all don't know.
At the beginning of the interview, you prefaced it. You let him know, yo, listen, I'm going to ask the questions that need to be asked. Some of these questions is going to be uncomfortable. And the guy followed through. He had no problem with it. So you feel me? At the end of the day, he has to be accountable for that.
He texted me and told me what to take out the interview. I told him what I was going to keep in there. I told him, but like at the end of the day, like, listen, I told him before he got up there, I'm going to talk about such and such. I didn't tell him specifically, but I told him I'm going to talk about such and such, and I can't go up there acting like I believe you. Now, after the interview, I said, is there any specific parts that you feel like you might have said something that you don't want in there? Boom. He tells me to take it out. It was taken out. How I set him up. If I did everything he asked me to do, then I'm reluctant to put it out. Ask Joey 9. Joey 9, you can see him trolling me on Twitter saying Musa got the interview. He don't want to put it out. Yeah, I wasn't. Right. So then Keo texted me, hey, F it, put it out.
He's staying on it, man.
I didn't even want the interview. Now I knew it was going to cause unwanted attention for me, and I don't want my platform to be about gossip because I could be doing all of the gossip stuff, and it ain't no problem. But this is what I said to the dude who texted me on Twitter. I said, "There's more people that's suited for these type of things than me. I don't want to do this no more. I want to interview people and ask them about their battles and how they grew up in the city that they were in. That's how my interviews go. Look at my interviews. I ask them about. It's more about them. I want to know how you grew up. Let the people get familiar with you. Tell us your story. I didn't want to do that. I don't even know how to be messy because I don't even know how to care about other people that much. For real. If you really want to know, like, I don't know. Like, y'all grew up a different type of way than me. I don't be caring about a lot of stuff. I don't comment on a lot of stuff. And none of that stuff even interests me because I don't even care about people that much to be worried about what the hell they got going on in life. I don't care about what Smack and RBE got going on. I do feel like they out of pocket for taking them people to court that now, especially since now it come about that you might be doing the same thing that they're being accused of, which is crazy. So yeah, like that, but I don't really feel no type of way to pick a damn side. That's why I asked him, why are you picking a side? But then y'all get on these blogs and talk about somebody want to be under the URL umbrella, probably because y'all want to, or probably because y'all are mad that y'all ain't under there. Hey, yo, bro, I don't look up to these men. I appreciate that they black men doing business and they're feeding other people's family, but I don't look up to them. I'm somebody in real life.
What
What I
else?
need to look up to Smack for? I appreciate what he's doing for the culture, and I love the culture, and I'm entertained by it. I'm entertained by the culture. This culture ain't real life though, because battle rap streets is only the internet.
What?
Yo, acting like battle rap streets is like it's a place or a town called battle rap.
Say it again.
It ain't no place or a town called battle rap where niggas is living out their fucking lyrics in the rounds that they spitting on stage.
Musa, let it breathe.
Like, come on, man. Like, it ain't no imaginary town called battle rap. Like, this shit is the internet. Like, when you click off your phone at night or you click off that computer screen at night, battle rap is over for you right then.
Click.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You got a real life, and a lot of y'all be so engaged and so involved in the leagues that y'all not even attached to, who ain't paying y'all no money or nothing, and y'all get so involved in them or garner so much feelings towards them or against them that y'all feel like y'all gotta attack everybody who's you feel like is on their side. And I ain't on nobody's side, because guess what? If battle rap stopped today, then guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do? Blog on the issues that I blog on, the black community, sports, or everything else, anything that. But I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, at the end of the day, I don't even do, like, you see the time in between my blogs. I'll be having to make time for this. I have a real life. Niggas got real stuff
You
going
look at the blogs, I don't even be here as often as
nigga went from prison cells to being in corporate boardrooms with millionaires and having millionaires calling me and asking me for favors every single day. But I look up to smacking them.
That sounds crazy.
I got homes in multiple states that I haven't paid rent in almost 4 years, but I'm looking up to smacking them. Smack ain't gonna do nothing for me. What is the URL for me? It's nothing but a battle rap league, the same as the damn NBA. I don't know Adam Silver. I don't know Roger Goodell in the NFL. I don't know them people. If I say something positive about them, am I on their side too? Do I want to be under their umbrella? And what is this uniform monolith umbrella of the URL? What is the benefits of it? Like, what is the benefits of this URL umbrella that I'm supposed to be aspiring to achieve? What are the benefits?
I don't know. Who are the people that's successful that have been under this URL umbrella?
Niggas is
the
weird.
So-called umbrella that have popped off and made this fame. And there's only one guy you can speak to is Jay Black, and that's technically hearsay because he's still technically his own platform. So with that being said, it's like where's this umbrella y'all talk about? Where's this fictitious umbrella? I don't see it anywhere.
We just a small media platform that got an exclusive for somebody off of the strength of relationships because he felt like I was solid, and I proved I turned out to be solid because everything that y'all saying I proved solid to him because everything he asked me to do, I did. All of the topics that he asked me to stay away from, I stayed away from. And on top of that, if I released the whole video,
and he chose to do it here.
And he chose me. He asked me. That's my friend. He told me, listen, I feel comfortable with you. I know you ain't gonna play me. I know you ain't gonna go up there and ain't gonna be an accusatory tone, or you act like you ain't gonna believe me. Because y'all don't know if I believe him or not. I haven't even said my opinion on it because I don't even feel like I got a right to an opinion on it because it ain't my fucking business. My only business is him and his character, which is why I chose to hold him accountable for carrying tales back and forth. Because him being my friend, him being me knowing him, I got to trust that if I tell him something, he ain't gonna double back and tell somebody else because I need to know that our private conversations are gonna be private. But I can't now that I start to ask that and saying, why didn't you keep your private conversations private? I mean, because now that's in my, I'm vested. That's a vested interest that I have now, knowing that I have private conversations with you. Why don't you keep your private conversations private? Why you ain't say no? Now I got to worry about if somebody asks you a damn question about me. I don't really care, but I'm just saying, like, why you choose to tell my business? Because the one thing about it is if it's your business and it involves somebody else, that's only half your business. You choosing to tell half of somebody else's business and they didn't co-sign that, they didn't sign off on it. Why are y'all so like focused on the URL RBE? And them niggas don't know none of y'all.
Facts.
Like the niggas don't shout none of y'all out or nothing. What does it benefit me to be trying to get under URL umbrella and Smack to know who I am? And I don't even care. I don't even care that he does. Nobody on here shouting out Smack. Ain't nobody on here talking about RBE. If anything, I lean toward the side of ARP because Smack no better than and Beezy no better than to have that black man in court while you team up and forgive the white boy, but you holding his feet to the fire for the same shit that you getting accused of. Ain't nobody on no fucking URL side. Y'all need to get y'all fucking life together and stop worrying about URL and RBE. These battle rap streets on the internet. Take me to a town called Battle Rap.
No.
And even if it was, y'all niggas wouldn't even beat nobody in there. Like, come on, man. Y'all worry about being who you is in real life.
The appreciation of our battlers, man. Come on, let's
y'all worry about being somebody on the internet. Ain't worry about being somebody in real life. That's all I worry about. Smack and ARP. Both them niggas millionaires. Why you worry about what they doing? Get you some money so you can be in a conversation with millionaires or have conversations with them.
Facts.
You on here talking about millionaire business. Messiness. And while at the same time addressing a new media platform that didn't even want to do the interview in the first place.
Talk about it.
Come on, bro. Y'all is mad, and then all y'all dinosaur ass media people who been around for a minute. It ain't my fault he ain't call y'all. And I look and listen, I'm gonna keep it real as far as this media thing. I look at y'all like y'all the GOAT. Angry Fan, Chris Unbiased, Piper Boy, Black Compass Media, all of them. All of them. Like, I look at them like, you know what I mean? Y'all was the ones who gave this battle rap media shit traction. So I'm always give y'all flowers, but it ain't my fault. And I don't even think none of them, I'm not even addressing them. I'm just saying in general, it ain't my fault he didn't reach out to them. And they got the interview and get the exclusive because ironically, he gave it to a nigga who ain't even want it. Y'all niggas is mad that I got it. It ain't my fault. Right. Niggas gonna be mad because I already got it. And I'm not talking about it no more. I'm not gonna be addressing you.
Each and every one of y'all said that y'all texted him, y'all was in talks with him, and all this.
He didn't plan on giving none of y'all the interview.
Listen, at the end of the day, the man spoke to Cho's here. We gave him the opportunity to speak.
The man didn't even know the blog dropped until I called and woke him up. Kept calling. Wake up. Wake your ass up. Hey, man, what's going on with this ARP and ARP shit? What happened? What happened? Oh, no. Watch the blog and call me back.
Yo.
Damn. Yeah. Come on, bro. Listen. I was calling to see what was going on with him. I wasn't calling to ask him for no interview. Niggas was probably calling asking them for interviews. I wasn't. Say you froze, you all right? Yo. But anyway, I wasn't calling that nigga asking for no interviews. Y'all was. It ain't my fault he wasn't comfortable enough to give y'all the interview. Or he wasn't come on y'all show and you felt like he ducked you for me. And I'm a small media platform. I don't need no clout. I don't want no clout. My shit ain't monetized. I make no money off battle rap. It's a hobby. Like, come on, man. Y'all need to get y'all shit together for real. And I don't even be wanting to address or go back and forth for real because, like, what benefit does it have for me at the end of the day? Like, what benefit does it hold for me to be going back and forth and addressing you? And on top of that, over a blog that I did that I didn't even want to do. And y'all, obviously, y'all niggas wanted to do it. And I see a lot of y'all talking about, oh, this new guy. It's obvious that this is proper contact media. And I ain't reached out to none of y'all bloggers or media to try to get anything from y'all because honestly, I ain't trying to get no clout. But a lot of these niggas that reached out to me trying to get me on their show after I interview him, and I decline. If I'm trying to get clout, why I decline?
And lastly, nigga, put it in context. Proper context media, nigga. Proper context media. You can't get to the root. Ain't no need to cater to no fucking branches, you heard? Staring at the leaf, you missed the whole damn tree. And that's what all y'all niggas is doing.
For real,
Catering
like, come on,
branches,
man. The world ain't battle rap. But ain't no town called battle rap. Like, relax. You probably be homeless if it was. Like, chill out. Proper
Niggas
context
will
here.
have
Y'all
fun.
niggas need
Come
to
on.
relax.
Chill, nigga.